hopefully, you know what, maybe I should turn this fan off, huh? Because you're going to get a lot of that in the background. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully the fan is out the way, but you are going to hear my neighbors stumping and bumping. It is Father's Day weekend, so I apologize on their behalf that you hear them in the background. With that being said, hello everyone. Welcome back. I am LotusMaje. If you are new here, grab some tea, get a seat, and enjoy the vibes. And today you see the thumbnail, you see the title. I'm going to be doing a reading on whether or not a lot of these concerts that the celebrities are doing, if there's some kind of ritual or some kind of sacrificial thing, or if it's some kind of mind control thing. If you don't know, if you haven't seen some of the things that's kind of been going around on TikTok, some of the conspiracies is that allegedly, Beyonce, The Weeknd, Taylor Swift have all conducted these kind of like ceremonies and sacrifices and this spiritual mantras and things like that. These kind of like mind control items that they kind of have as part of their tours. Beyonce was something apparently about, she has like a spiral thing that reads about mind control. The Weeknd literally has Satan in some kind of break where he does like some kind of ritual. Taylor Swift literally had a whole pagan ritual thing in the middle of her concert as well. But you know, I thought it would be interesting to kind of do a reading on that and see what's going on. If you are going to stick around for this, grab some tea, get a seat, enjoy the vibes. And just so before we get any further, I have to put out the disclaimer that again, I am simply an urban girl in the world, on the internet, reading cards. Again, just for entertainment purposes only. Everything that I will be stating in this video are my personal opinions. It's based on hearsay. It is not to be taken as fact or as a professional diagnosis of anything. It is simply just me reading some cards and reading what I get intuitively. This is my intuitive reading. So with that, you can take it for what it is. Take it for fun, take it serious, and that'll be on you. So without further ado, let's get into this. Hopefully you won't hear the fan too much in the background because like I tried to minimize that sound, but I'm definitely not turning off my fan. I like the white noise. Kind of helps me concentrate. Not to mention it gets hot by my computer without having AC on and freezing. So okay, that kind of flips over there at the end. But let's see what we have. We have futility. This one came second. It was luxury. And then we have debauch. Or in other words, you kind of all are familiar with the word debauchery. If you don't know, typically when I see the word futility, I don't know exactly what it means, to be honest. You know how sometimes there's certain things in your language that you use every day, or like, you know, off and on. It was probably like those ACT words you had to kind of memorize and learn, but you didn't really recall it. Okay, everyone, I am so sorry if this looks different now that you're back. Hopefully it doesn't make too much of a difference. I'm going to try to make it not look like that, but I don't know what was going on with my webcam. It was just acting crazy, and I would try to get it to focus and it just wouldn't do it. So, trying to get it to focus and it wouldn't do it. Futility. So yes, before I was rudely interrupted by my own devices. Okay, is it Mercury working against me right now? Futility, if you do not know what that means, is kind of like futile. In a sense, debauchery, behaving and, you know, getting into behaviors that are not of social normality. I don't know how else to say it. And then of course luxury, that explains it. And so this is speaking to Aquarius energy. You have Scorpio energy here. No, I want to say this is Virgo energy. And then you also have Cancer energy. So this is And you see a lot of this, both of these are affected. At least the luxury and futility is working under the moon here. So to me, it kind of leads me to believe that yes, there may be something to it here of kind of like there is, if it's not some kind of ritual or something like that, or a dark ritual, satanic ritual, like some of you are thinking, I think it's just kind of like it could be just paying homage. This is something I have to do in order to get what I want, kind of thing. There's I feel like both the artists and those who come to watch are helpless against the energies and the powers that be when they're working under this. I think even if it's something that's not satanic in a sense, it could just be something of like they're pushing their own messaging and their own beliefs and stuff off on people who may not. I came to see you perform, not to be indoctrinated into some kind of ritual here. And then you also have, look at the underlying cards here. If it focus, you have victory, the Six of Wands, which just brings Leo under the sun. You also have virtue working under the sun. Both of these are this is in Jupiter, this one is in the sun. So Jupiter also is kind of like those restrictions that apply. It's like the parameters. It's the way they operate and move in their life. They're like moral standing, their ground. Up another fire card here of Wands. We also have Seven of Wands, Valor in the reverse. So there's a lot of fire energy underneath here. So I'm inclined to believe that maybe there is something to it here, that they are kind of like, again, if they're not bringing you into some kind of satanic ritual, it's kind of like something of like, I'm here to spread a message. This is what I have to do. This is part of the show to make money. This is, how I can kind of like hypnotize you all into doing what I need you to do. This is how I can make things ritual. This is how I can make things pop. Or it could just speak to the matter of, it may not even be as dark and as deep as we're initially getting. It could just be like, hey, I'm doing all of this because I know it's going to get y'all talking. It's going to keep buzzing. And you know what they say in Hollywood? Bad PR is good PR. Good PR is even better PR. But when there's no PR, when no one is talking about you, people get crazy. So it could just be something as simple as that. Like, I'm doing all of this because I know it's going to get y'all tongues wagging, like on some Doja Cat type stuff. Let's see if we're going to get more clarity on whether or not celebrities are kind of indoctrinating or doing rituals at their concerts. Specifically, when we think of American artists like Beyonce, Taylor Swift, and The Weeknd. So we have stillness here. What else flipped out? Balance in reverse. Balance in reverse. Did anything else come out here? No. But the underlying card is intention, and notice that it's in the reversal. So to me, it seems like this is based off of not the best intentions. Again, if it's not something ritualistic wise, it is something again of just kind of, or satanic ritual. It is something based off of, this is how I know I can, good or bad attention, I'm taking it. And this is how I know I can get y'all to talk. Why do you think you had to set this kind of like goal, this initiative to sit here and hypnotize these people or corrupt them or put them under kind of like this spell? There is a lot of cups here, so I wonder if it's something of like emotional manipulation. It may not be something as dark as like, them trying to turn you to some dark agent of, some darkness, but it could just be something again of just like, maybe it's emotional manipulation, of whether I manipulate you to be angry at me for thinking that I am trying to manipulate you into something dark, or if I'm manipulating you into kind of like having these feelings about me where you think Beyonce and Taylor Swift wouldn't do anything like that. They're like goody two shoes. They're like Hollywood's golden child. They don't do anything, that kind of thing. Like, I can see where most people we'll see with the weekend, because they always think he's just dark and morbid. You know, Beyonce for years has said stuff about the Illuminati about her. I'm not a big, I don't follow Taylor Swift a lot. I don't really care too much to hear about her. You know, whether she breathes or not, she's not like somebody I'm concerned with in the world. So yeah. I don't really know kind of like what her reputation is in Hollywood. I just know she kind of, well, I don't know. Well, no, I know that a lot of people take her to be a brat. So, yeah. Let's see here. So I can see why people would really want to believe it's something there when it comes to The Weeknd and Beyonce. Not really sure about Taylor Swift just because I'm not in that. Gilded Cage. Sounds like walking on a tightrope to me. I have to do this. I wonder why these celebrities are feeling like they have to kind of like create this act. And with all of this that he kind of pointing to that, it's really making me feel like there is some, allegedly, there's some truth to this. That they are kind of like, I just want to say indoctrinating their audience into this behavior. You got, is this me? It's not looking good, is it? And this is 4 and 5. And 4 and 5 for me, numerology wise, means that you're working on something and it may not be coming out right. And then 5 is kind of like those points of contention, those stressors. It's like that hard lesson, that hard battle before, to see if you really learned your lesson. And masquerade. Guys, I think this is saying yes. I think there is some validity to the rumors that, again, whether it's something, dark, allegedly, whether it's something dark or if it's something light, whatever the case may be, I think there is a sort of mind control of I just noticed something. Balance, kind of like that spiral. I think there is something here about what you're seeing. We also have a lot of Aquarius here. So if you also know about Aquarius, the age of Aquarius, a lot of people say, it speaks to those things of change, kind of like not knowing the difference between what's real and what's not. It's, a breakdown in the matrix, essentially. And so you also have a lot of Aquarian energy here. You have stillness, which has the Aquarius sign. You also have the source of futility here. The 7 of Swords, which also speaks to that Aquarian energy. So there's a lot of like water and air energy here, kind of like, again, it makes me feel like this is really tied in a lot to emotional manipulation and control. And a lot of times, oftentimes when you control someone's emotions, you control them emotionally, you can control them mentally. It makes it easier to control them, physically even. Emotional manipulation, I think, is much... I think is much more coercive when you're trying to do mental manipulation or to control someone, because our emotions is kind of like, how a lot of people say anger is like that base emotion. I feel like our emotions is the base of a lot of like how we respond and react to things. So again, I think there is some emotional manipulation here that's going to lead to kind of like that mental and physical manipulation that these celebrities are doing here, essentially. And whether that's just, it could be something, it could be anywhere from something as simple as, this is some emotional mental manipulation that I'm doing to get you talking about me and to keep you talking about me, for you to associate my brand with this. Like, obviously you think it's real, like, let's keep playing it up. Again, I'm going kind of back to the whole Doja Cat thing, where she's like in this dark era. Like, she's like tired of the public kind of thing. And it's like, okay, you're steady prodding me and poking me in this cage. Well, here I go poking back at you. I'm gonna fall into what you're saying, and I'm gonna make you think it's real, kind of thing. And I don't even know if that's true or not for Doja Cat. But that's just kind of like an example. I feel like Beyonce is also kind of fallen into that as well. Like, okay, y'all still believe I'm in the Illuminati? Well, here we go. Like, let's keep those tongues wagging. Let's keep it going. It could be something, you know, as simple as that, to ranging to, yeah, it is something kind of like sinister, of some kind of manipulation and mind control, manipulation, you know, some kind of barriers and things like that I'm trying to put around you in order to keep everything together. So, guys, this is, look at what is underneath. You have obsession. They want you to be obsessed with them. It's kind of like they want, I'm just gonna say allegedly, a lot of them are on some Kanye shit. It's kind of like that fake idol stuff. I want you to kind of worship me. I want you to see me as, you know, they call your celebrities your favorite idols for a reason. Yeah. To me, it just feels like I want you to be obsessed with me. I want to be on your mind 24/7. It's like attention seeking. And are we surprised they're celebrities? Also, the underlying card here is protection. You're less likely to protect yourself. Your defenses are down when you're at these concerts and things like that, when you're worshiping your favorite idol. You also have secret here with the ravens. So it does speak to kind of like some things going on behind the scenes. Get you while your walls are down. You have the strength card, collaborate, heal. I mean, come on. What else was underneath? Sorry, I knocked the deck over. For the dark obsession, you have, dark mirror, you have obsession, you have alone in the world in reverse. Definitely feel like they're on top of their game. You have atonement. Again, this is literally being stabbed in the back when you get there, like some sacrificial shit. Oh, excuse me, I should stop saying that. I won't cry for you. They really don't care. This is just being like very apathetic. Like, I really don't care what you all think, what you do. You have calling the storm. That sounds like call in the reporters. Get them here. Keep you addicted. Keep you chained. Keep you monitoring them. Keep you distracted. Downcast pride. Like, a lot of it is just speaking to, yeah, it's a fight for control. It's a fight of controlling your mind, of controlling where your attention is, of controlling who you're spending your money with, who is on your mind, who you're, you know, constantly going back to, because there's only so many people in the world, especially those who have access to these kind of things. So if I can keep you steady coming back and spending money here, spending money with me, keeping that money in my pocket, the better. And I think nobody knows that better than Taylor Swift, doing these freaking Taylor versions where she's just adding a ukulele or adding a flute or a vocal run here and there to say, now it's my stuff, and you're rebuying all of it all over again to show support. Yeah, to me, I feel like a lot of that stuff with her and Scooter Braun could have been PR manipulation, but that's just my opinion. That's all alleged. But as you can see, I'm not a big T Swizzy fan. But yeah, I think there's something to be said about that. I think you all should be careful who you're going to see, what images you are being what images are being shown to you when you go to these events. I think you all need to be mindful of that. I think there is something here of kind of like, whether the celebrities know it or not, maybe it could be somebody behind the scenes, or just kind of like, you know, the big puppet master pulling their strings and saying like, hey, I got to use you as a smoke screen to distract the public at large, and I'm going to use you to do it. And it is what it is. So yeah, that's what I'm getting on that. I think this conspiracy theory is real. What do you all think? Do you think this sounds like a bunch of hogwash? Because again, this is just my intuitive reading. This is just some girl on the internet reading cards. So, you know, let me know what you all think down in the comment section below. If you like this video and you would like to see more conspiracy readings like this, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down so I know not to ever do this again. With that, subscribe and follow. Make sure you ring the notification bell so you know the next time I upload, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.